Homer finds an old classic car. According to ancient property law, whoever sees it first owns it, so he drives it around for fun. When the car runs out of fuel, he just pours in some beer to make it run. In contrast to Homer's carefree attitude, Marge is stuck with boring housework, which makes her life extremely dull. Just as Homer doesn't know what to do, the doorbell suddenly rings. A wealthy passerby sees the classic car and wants to buy it. Homer sees a thick stack of cash in the man's hand and immediately accepts the money. After receiving the cash, he decides to take Marge on a trip. Just then the doorbell rings again. The man explains that when he went to the police station to register the car, it was impounded because Homer was not the original owner, and the money must be returned. To make matters worse, Marge decides she wants a vacation in Paris. Flustered, Homer rushes to a travel agency to look for free tours. The manager finds a solution, although it's a bit dangerous. All Homer has to do is deliver a package, and someone will cover the family's entire stay. For the sake of family peace, Homer agrees without hesitation. Before he leaves, the manager specifically warns him not to look inside the package. Not knowing what's inside bothers him, but he's even more disturbed once he finds out. After some research, Lisa recognizes it as an Amazon blue constrictor, an extremely rare and endangered species. Hearing this, Homer tells her to keep quiet and suggests she think about something even more endangered, his marriage. After landing, Marge takes the kids to get their luggage. Homer sneaks off to make the delivery. Once the exchange is complete, Homer asks what the package is for. It turns out the snake is meant to be made into a belt for a rich man's wife. Not wanting to ruin the trip, Homer sends Marge and the kids to explore the city while he and Lisa decide to release the blue snake into the wild. But the moment the two reach their destination, the buyer catches up with them. The buyer seriously assures them the animal will be treated in a completely humane and high-fashion manner. But the buyer isn't very bright. Helpless, Homer has to keep the snake with him. Just then Lisa is immediately drawn to a jazz bar and wants to check it out. But Homer refuses and would rather split up. That night he goes for a walk with Marge, enjoying their Parisian vacation. The scenery is so pleasant that he doesn't want the memory built on a lie. So Homer takes out the bag and explains everything. Before Marge can fully process what she's heard, they're interrupted by two sharp-eyed men. The two rush back to the hotel in a panic, but as soon as they open the door, they find the local police already inside. It turns out Bart has inevitably gotten into trouble again. He stumbles upon models at Paris Fashion Week starving themselves almost to skeletons. With nothing else to do, he decides to test their willpower. A fur merchant happens to run over and asks the police to intervene on his behalf. The police put romantic paper handcuffs on Homer. However, when the fur merchant opens the box, he finds it empty. The police release sniffer dogs to search the house but can't find any evidence. With no charges, the police quickly close the case.